This is a reading from Madeline Soto. After I started doing YouTube videos, not that long ago, I started seeing faces in my mind randomly. And I thought that it was probably people watching my YouTube videos, and they were probably just, thinking about me for some reason, or watching, and so maybe I was connecting is what I was wondering about, because I never had that experience before. And then after Madeline Soto, this case, actually for me it was not that long ago, I saw her face in my mind vividly, just the same like I've been seeing other people's faces. And then I realized that those were deceased people's faces I was seeing, and they probably would like to get some maybe justice or something for their case. They want me to read for them. Possibly they died, maybe nobody knows why or what happened. It was unjust. I knew that printer was gonna pop up at some point, and it just did that at 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, so I decided after I did that second Lacey Peterson upload that I was gonna do this one next. And I do apologize that I didn't attach the second video to that first one, but it was easier for me to just upload it separately, and I will find somebody to help me to figure out editing, because I myself cannot stand just things a little too raw. And also, if this video is too slow for you, please up the speed. You can up it from normal to 2 times, and I often do that for tarot card readings. They're just too slow for me. A lot of them. Some people talk fast, but with all the thinking, it takes some time to put things together. So I want to not waste your time. You can fast forward in the playback speed. All right, Madeline Soto, what has he done to you? Oh, Madeline. I feel like Stephen somebody put their fucking foot down with that little girl. I feel like those people were always putting their foot down with that little girl. She's just a rag doll. Somebody to push and pull around, tell her what to do. No wonder she was so scared of authority. Madeline Soto. The Wheel of Fortune did pop out. So this was just a huge turning point. This situation is karma. I'm not saying it was karma for Madeline. I'm saying that karma has been changed. Something changed the will. So I'm gonna say, there she is, the Queen of Pentacles that's been coming out in all the pre-shuffles that I was trying to start with this case, or with this reading. Queen of Pentacles. And Jen Soto is a earth sign. She's a Taurus. She was supposed to be providing for Madeline. Moving on. Let's figure out what other cards are going to surround this. Oh. Healing. Now, Jen is probably contemplating this big old change that's happened. King of Pentacles and the Magician. So it looks like here Jen is in recuperation, and Stefan is this Magician card. He forces his will upon others. He's an insecure narcissist and a manipulator. I think that he saw this mother, Jen, and she is a person who was unhealed. When he came in, he saw that he could manipulate her. Okay, and so that would be where this kind of a predator is known to groom single women's children for sexual pleasures. Yep, in the family. So he goes around and manipulates the family life. Oh, it's disgusting. He manipulates the family life to get what he wants, to fulfill his sick pleasures. He will come into a family and use them up like just a freaking napkin or some food to eat and crap out. Yeah, he was eating all their food. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this could be our opportunity here. He's our opportunist. Opportunivore. This is the Nine of Wands. So he was probably wary in life, hence the reason he would be coming back up to Jen's house. She said that there was a job that fell through. Yeah, we don't really know exactly what happened, and that would be interesting. But because he strikes me as the kind of person, if him being the way he was with all of those photos and just obsessed with taking photos of this child and doing strange things to her, it probably was always on his mind. I mean, with that many photographs, you have to be on that like an artist on their creative project. You live, breathe, sleep, eat that project in your mind, in your body. And I feel like he was very obsessed. He was an insecure bastard. I won't call him a bastard because he did have a father, but that's not a bad word though. I want to say an a-hole. He is an a-hole. He's worse than that. And he's going to get it in prison. We'll see. I mean, he's probably going to get the death penalty. They made sure they found people who were willing to give the death penalty. I wonder how they did that. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but we're going for death here, and if you don't believe in that, get out. That's interesting that they were able to, just outright do that. Couldn't find a regular person who really wasn't for it. Okay. All right, okay, moving on, because I don't care. I mean, what he did to her is disgusting. It's better that man's off the streets, and whatever happens to him, that's just what he gets. So this man depended on manipulating the family circumstance to, in a collaborative way, to implement his pedophilic ways into their lives. He was embedding himself into Jen Soto's life. And Jen, we're not to you yet. What you let happen, you're not innocent. And we're going to see if you start coming out somewhere and what you did. But this dude is showing up right now because it shows how he comes into this woman, this unhealed woman's life, who is a single mother. And he sees that he can manipulate the situation in her family to see what he can get out of it. Because he has no boundaries. Yeah, life for him is a struggle because he's delusional and he is so what's the word for it? He's very selfish. All he cares about is himself. So he's over here hanging on to that wand, and he's got 9 there, and he's hanging on to one of them like somebody's gonna take it out of his hands, and looking out for what else he can get, because life is so difficult for him. So then he implants himself into Jen's situation, acts like he's a father, acts like he knows what he's doing with her, acts like he can put her to bed, acts like he can do all kinds of whatever. Take her to McDonald's if he wants, drive around with her for a long time, doing nothing. And even though Jen was uncomfortable with this, he was still able to, his potentials were able to manifest. What he wanted, he could manifest it in that situation with Jen, that unhealed woman. So here now, this man's come to a deadlock. Is that where we're at in the reading now? The part where he gets caught? Oh yeah. His unbridled, passionate impulsiveness is what's landing him in a deadlock. These fuckers. Excuse my language. So now he's over here arguing with people about what he can try to get away with, because he has a whole bunch of charges on his behind, and he's holding out to probably get a plea bargain so he doesn't get the death penalty probably. He would like to get a little bit less of a sentence. So he's over here fighting for what's left of his freedom. And he wants to see if he can get somebody to figure out how he can get out of those other judgment situations that he's been plagued with, all of the photos, the online stuff, everything. He wants to get out of some of it. You know, he's going to try to get a plea bargain by that not guilty plea. I'm sure that's what he's doing. And then the Ace of Swords right next to this Queen of Swords. You know, I'm starting to feel annoyed. So this guy, all he's doing is just constantly thinking about how he can get out of it. And he's bringing up new problems. He's trying to break through his own situation. And I bet you other people are getting very annoyed with him too. They probably don't want to hear it. Every time they talk to him is like performing surgery, is what it feels like. Because all he's probably doing is telling a bunch of lies. I feel like he maybe just so full of delusion with this Queen of Swords and this Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. So he probably thinks that he's going to get some sympathy from these people he's dealing with. I'm so tired of Stephen Stearns taking over the reading. Jen Soto's not even here, and neither is Madeline. It's all about that punk. And this is how I tried to start this reading a couple of other times, and I didn't like the fact that it was all for Stephen. But I guess this is important to find out about this creep. So what Stephen Stearns is trying to do is maintain his leverage in this situation with constantly trying to finagle his way out of it somehow. He I saw him talking. He talks like he's a nice guy, and those are the scary ones because they come off as gentle and kind and upright and, oh, I understand you. Yeah, I'm such a nice guy. And they do that. That's an act to put your guard down so you trust them. Because if they come off like, speaking their mind, you might be intimidated or scared, and they won't get what they want. This guy makes my stomach sick. Yeah, so all this man does is try to control. So he's over here lying his butt off to all of the people that come and talk to him about his case so that he can maintain control. This is the kind of person that he is. And leaves everybody in the hangman position. He's just trying to hold things up. That's what he's doing. He thinks like he can hold things up until what? Until after, court starts and he's not anywhere to be found? Okay. It's moving forward, Stephen. And, well, this is causing the conflicts, the disagreements. He's competing to... He's just, he is a bully. He is abusive. By controlling all of these people, he's trying to control all these people because he is a bully. I always want to know, what about the parents when there's people like this? It's like, you knew darn well that your child was weird, for lack of a better term, to put it innocently. That's actually not weird. That is weird people can be cool. So the right word for him is not weird. He's a damn creep. Creepy. Boogeyman. This freak thinks that he may be clinging on to a thread of hope that he can just sit here and put the whole thing on pause. Just as long as he's going to keep fighting, as long as he can. Any argument that he's got to hold it up, anything that he can pull out of his hat to hold this court case up, he's going to do it. And you know what? He's already done it by, I guess, refusing to go into the court. And I'm not sure all the details. We're not getting all the details. But I can only imagine they're going to have to will him in there if he refuses to go. Probably put a mask on him if he starts trying to get crazy. All right then. Oh, so he, like I said, I've already called it, like anything, any choice he has, he's searching for any kind of possibility to hold up this case. And you know what? We're looking over here at Jen. To him, this may be Jen, his little Queen of Wands. So I'm not sure if he's fixing to blame her or he's trying to get her to help him, but in his mind, she's part of this equation. And there's a lot of people who don't believe Jen Soto is innocent, and he may know this. And I'm not sure if he's going to use it to his advantage. He probably figures he's never going to get laid by her again, and he wasn't getting laid, I guess, before. And she knew that. She knew what she was doing when she sent her child up to that bedroom. And I'm going to say that for Madeline, because I know that Madeline didn't have anybody speaking up for her in that household. Her grandparents were not. That little girl was telling her grandparents she didn't like that guy. But she was forced to go into the bedroom with him. Jen, don't let me catch you outside my apartment, girl. I know you won't be around me. And no, Jen, it's not a threat. We're not going to have a conversation because you're not going to want to have that conversation with me, girl. Lady. You know, I don't know what Jen was trying to cling on to with that man. Girl, what did you want if it wasn't for sex? Or he was clinging on to her. You know what, Jen? You got lonely, didn't you? You got lonely. All right. Yes, Jen was lonely, and she actually did love that Stephen Stearns. She actually did love him. That's disgusting. So you were or weren't screwing him? You love him? Oh, he didn't want to screw you or what? She loves him, but she said they weren't having sex. I mean, I heard somewhere somebody said that they were not having sex. I don't know if that's true or not, but this woman loves that creep. It's too bad I get so involved in this reading and get upset. I would like to have a little bit more emotional control in that way to not be bothered while I'm doing this reading, but he's a disgusting human being, and so is she. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was sending her child into that bedroom to get SA'd, sexually abused in every way by that man. They were giving her night medication so she probably wouldn't wake up during these sexual abuses. It's disgusting. And he loves her too. This King of Cups, this Queen of Cups, they're like a match made in heaven. Well, now he's in prison, girl. Your soulmate's gone. That bitch. It's okay. I shouldn't call her names. Everybody's already doing that. So I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles right here after the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups show up. Here's this Page of Pentacles. Madeline is not an earth sign. She's either an Aquarius or Pisces. So that's air and water. This is Page of Pentacles. We know that she was pregnant because the attorney was asking Jen if Madeline had told her that she missed her period that month. That girl was pregnant. The Page of Pentacles, and then death. Death after the Page of Pentacles. You know what? I'm not sure if Jen loved this fool so much that they found out that Madeline was pregnant with his child and they had to end it. They had to end it. They had to put an end to her. And the Queen and the King of Cups are right next to each other. Then the baby, then death. The fact that the Queen and the King are right next to each other tells me that these two were in cahoots. And the Lovers right here, they were in cahoots. Because the Lovers is a connection. It is a connection. Even though they are literally lovers, this is also coming together for a purpose. Doing something, making something happen by coming together with somebody. So I feel like it looks to me like the reason to send that little girl out of this world is because she was impregnated with this creep's child. That's what it looks like. Okay, there, finally, I'm telling you, I told you, Jen, your butt is coming out here too. And here you are right next to the Fool. And death, bitch. I have to say it. Gotta say it, Jen. Oh, and now they're getting found out. This really did cause the imbalance in their life, unfortunately. Now they're in a living nightmare. Uh-oh, it didn't work. Nobody believed you guys. Okay. Yep, there's the Tower. They found out. People found out, and that's the problem. People are only seeing what's fallen around. They're seeing, oh, this little girl is dead. They're seeing this upheaval, this disaster. You know, they're looking at what they can see about the situation that happened. I feel like these two are hoping that people are not able to see in. They don't want people to see all of the wreckage that's been caused. There's probably more than what we know. They don't want everybody looking into the tower that they caused, because there's probably a lot of rubble down there that's going to tell a whole lot more than what we know. You know what? I can't understand why a woman would help her man off her daughter because she's pregnant with his child. And lady, you don't want to even screw him, you said. So what is he doing in your house? Oh, he's going to bed with your girl, your child? Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. I hope you catch that I'm, being what is that word for it? What I mean is, we're not stupid, Jen. You know what? I think that they thought it was going to help their relationship to do it this way. You know, Jen may have thought that this would help Stefan to propose to Jen if she just gets her little daughter out of the way that he wants. Oh my goodness. He used his charm to get away with everything. I don't trust people with that soft, gentle, kind voice. That's freaking fake. Ace of Cups. She thought that that it was okay that her daughter was gone because it would allow Stefan to give his emotions more freely to Jen. Like, then she would have all of his love, not just a little bit, because she had to share his love with her daughter, and she knew it. She knew it. She's the one that sent them to bed together. I want to know why she did that, if she had such a problem. But it looks like them two came together for a purpose. It was about this. I'm gonna say that this Page of Pentacles is his little unborn fetus that he had to put an end to. But everybody found out anyways. It's okay. It's just Jen that needs to be found out. She felt like it would, give her the victory of love that she wanted. Like, Stefan would be all hers. I can't even believe I'm saying this, because I thought Jen actually could have been legitimately almost innocent. Not the fact that she probably knew something was going on, but I didn't know that they would come together because she knew about this pregnancy. And that it was okay with Jen to get rid of that child. No wonder she wasn't crying at all. Not even crocodile tears. How about some crocodile tears, bitch? Shit. Not even that, lady. You can't let Stefan see you crying over her. There she is. Page of Cups. That's Madeline. Oh, it's getting warm in here. I feel like Madeline's friends know at least a little bit of something, or these people that were around her that was like family about the home, they probably have seen or discovered some things being, happening in that house. They're probably putting it together. Oh yeah, it was like here, there was that, this, they did that. Okay, now this is making sense that he was such a creep. Yes, King of Swords right here, talking about Stefan. They're talking about him. I bet you the roommates and everybody, they're having conversations about this man. They're trying to piece it together still. I guess this must be the discovery time in the court case where they're coming up with all of the proof. And so they have to talk to everybody in that household that was close to Madeline, that knew what was going on in that house. So that's, the authorities are going to be wanting to know everything that happened in that house. And it seems like that has happened. Like, people do know stuff that is going on, and they gave Jen immunity. So that's like saying, hey, you know, look, you were definitely wrong here for something, and we need all the information we can get, so we're going to go ahead and let you tell everything, all the good and the bad. And even if, you know, you participated in the bad, really bad stuff, you won't get in trouble if you tell us the truth. So right now, they're depending on Jen to tell the truth. And if she doesn't, that immunity is going out the window, from my understanding. So they're going to find out what these people in the house know. Because they had to have seen something with that weirdo. And both those weirdos. You know what, girl, Jen? I didn't think you were as guilty as I see you now. I think they may just see Stefan as the one who caused this ending. I think that they may know something, and they're blaming Stefan that he was the one. So even if Jen planned it, they never saw that part. They never saw that. But lady, we know there's a text in there talking about it's too risky for you to have your daughter sleeping in your bed now. We know you planned with him. We know you talk about stuff you shouldn't be saying with that man about your daughter. So they're basically saying that they know that Stefan is the one that caused the loss. That's what the people in the house are saying. I don't know what they know. I feel like there's a thing here also about the emotional turmoil that he was causing. Any misfortunate happenings, they were coming in. He had caused emotional turmoil in that home. He was causing things to happen. And I know that there was talk about Madeline not doing so well when that man was around. I don't even want to call him a man. He's a monster. I'm so glad he's behind bars. Girl, tell me one thing. He was in there trying to act like a freaking father, that sociopath, that they call them chomos, they're child pornography people, enthusiasts. And he's all sitting there trying to be a father whilst he's stabbing them in the back and causing emotional upheaval in the household for Madeline. And he's over here trying to be a father. And he probably enjoyed causing these hardships because he's a sicko. Weirdo. Yeah. Here's the high priestess. They have secrets, them two. it was both of them that put an ending. But everybody can only see that it was Stefan, because right here next to the Emperor, right here next to what Stefan was trying to be, the Emperor, is the High Priestess. This is Jen right here. This secretive role that Jen played. And here, just to confirm, is the Two of Cups. They did this out of the love they had for each other. Well, at least she did, because the Two of Cups is right next to her. I don't even want to think about that fool anymore. He's the most disgusting person right now in my mind. Actually, I know there's a lot of disgusting people, but right now, it's him. They're disgusting. These people who are so gross, they have these wants and these needs that, they shouldn't even be feeling like they deserve to get any needs met or wants met after what they've done. I'm not sure if his love for Jen or, whatever they got going on is enough to keep him quiet through this whole thing. But right now, apparently it's Jen's involvement that is the secret here. Her knowledge of it, her wanting her daughter's life to end because she was pregnant. And they didn't foresee that justice was going to come. They thought that they were just, making these little moves and nobody could really find out. And they put the work in, and it came to bite them in the behind. It caused even more emotional pain and hurt in their lives. What they've done. So everybody knows that Stefan is guilty. Everybody knows that Jen knew he was sexually abusing the daughter. Now, I feel like I know a bit more. Yep, here's the devil. It just costs everything that they were not expecting. They were probably expecting the opposite. They were probably expecting that their hearts would be content, having each other. Stefan just escaped getting in trouble for impregnating a minor, actually sexually abusing that minor and impregnating her. He probably thought that he was going to get away with not getting in trouble for that, and that they would, be happy and ever after with that, and that's not the case. They now are just living in their shadow self. They're just filled with a lot of hurt and pain. Things that will make you want to numb yourself. The Eight of Wands. And so these are the energies that are propelling their lives now, is all this hurt and pain. More pain. Regret, failure. Yeah, they are in regret that they didn't get what they wanted out of this. This is weird. I feel really weird doing it. Just reading. There's something surreal about this right now. Oh. Okay, so he's just this secret. Oh my God, I feel like, okay, a little bit more here. All of these actions that they've created, they didn't know was gonna put them in this position of they're, grieving, and they're just failure, their disappointments. They're in deep regret. And they do not want to talk about what happened. Neither of them are telling the truth about what happened. There's a lot of illusion and mystery still covering the situation. And Stephen Stearns, he is a fire sign. He's a Sagittarius. Secrets right next to him. I feel like he may, okay, so let's talk about the closure here. Because Stephen Stearns is the only one who holds the key to closure here. She's scot-free right now. She has immunity. She's still lying. She's not going to tell on herself. She doesn't want to be embarrassed about what she's done. And nobody's going to like her if they find out that she wanted that. Stephen Stearns is the only one that holds the key to closure. We're not going to get it from Jen. He might. Let's see, is he going to tell? Walk away? You know what? We might not get any closure. Because he might just want to leave us high and dry. Walk away from this situation and go get locked behind bars and leave us with no closure. Because he's disgusting. Got burden right after the Empress. The mother figure is a burden here. You know what? I feel like the courts may feel like it's a burden to let Jen just walk away. Because they know that she did something. They know she's guilty. I don't know how much they know. But I feel like to the courts, she does have a burden. Judgment. She has some responsibility in Madeline's missing. The courts know that. That's why she's got immunity. They're hoping that she tells all and shit, I just don't see it happening. The closure is not happening. But I feel like I'm satisfied knowing that they did this because Madeline got pregnant. I feel like that is the closest to the truth that we're going to get. And them two thought that it was going to be better. They got rid of it. And I don't know how on earth this mother could be like, okay, you impregnated my daughter. I don't want her around either. Yeah, baby. She's unhealed. She is an unhealed person, and he saw that in her. And she's probably just living a very delusional life, just like he is. They're two peas in a pod. They're soulmates. They belong together. But who knows what else that man did? He had to get off of the streets. Because I feel like he was doing such horrible stuff to that little girl. He was very skilled at what he was doing. And if he got away with it, he wouldn't stop. Who knows what he could have got himself into, over the years. Look at how he killed her just like that. Couldn't even go get her an abortion and let her live. No, because she was probably fixing to tell. There was a Quora thread that people, they may have been able to trace it back to Madeline or something, but it was on one of the YouTubers' videos that somebody was asking about their abusive situation and what to do about it, and everybody was like, tell the teacher. And then I guess that was like the previous day or somewhere real close there, and the next day she was dead. It's almost like they may have found her Quora post or something. That's what I was thinking, hence him getting rid of her laptop in the garbage, thinking that was going to help or something. No. I mean, I'm just saying what I heard about that because I thought it was maybe important to know that she did try to get help, and right after she spoke up about it in that way, she's gone. And Jen did have parental controls, and so I'm not sure if they could have even been mirroring her screen. People do that, and especially that child, when she'd have no idea that her screen was being mirrored. Probably being that young. They gave her immunity for her testimony so that she could, progress, in a balanced manner and not feel like she can get in trouble for this. But they know she did something. And they're just hoping she tells. Nah. Looking the long-term view, it's the hard work, the results from her investment. She's probably just looking at how she got away with it. Oh, let's see what I have left in my life. Okay. Not much. No, not much, like I said. Five of Pentacles is out in the cold, girl. She knows it. Everybody is leaving her out in the cold. Everybody. She already admitted to sending her child upstairs with that man because she needed some beauty sleep. Now look at you, ho. All tied up. Yeah. All up in her negative thoughts. That's what you get, lady. Mental imprisonment. Okay, so if she doesn't get prison, this bitch is mentally imprisoned. She trapped herself. Yeah, she's gonna need some courage and strength and focus to make it through this life being free. See, now this is all about Jen, because Jen is the one on the outs. She's the only one in that situation that is scot-free. And even the courts know she did something. She's gonna need some strength to even go anywhere after this, to leave this situation behind, to have a change, to transition, to move on from this old situation. It's gonna take her all of the courage, all of the strength, all of the focus on the inside of her to move away from the situation. Because nobody cares about her anymore. She's out in the cold. I mean, I don't know who, I'm sure her parents love her, but even them, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. You know, how could you let Madeline be in that situation when she's over there telling you she doesn't like him? Okay, go on home now, honey. Go on home. She's gonna be alone. I guess this bitch has some money. Somebody's taking care of her. And she's going to be looking to create new opportunities for herself. She's going to be looking for to fulfill her pleasures in life. Oh my God, this woman is moving on with her life like she couldn't care less because she's got free. It's just that she made a lot of people not like her, and now she has to move on alone without these people. She's just going to be working on, I feel like this woman is just going to be in her thoughts. She's probably always going to have to lie about her involvement if it ever comes up. She's just, you know, yeah, she's all talk. That's what everybody thinks about her at this point. This woman is a liar. That's it. Lying sack of Madeline Soto. All right, well, that was the reading. Now, I do have my comments turned on, and you can go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you want to see next. Also, there was somebody that asked me to do a reading about some predator that was like a wannabe, what was that Hollywood man's name that went to prison for all of the sexual assaults? This person asked me to do a reading on him, and I don't remember what his name was, and I don't remember on what video this person commented, but if you are still watching this channel, please do comment it again, and I will do a reading on him because that person has not left my mind. That guy has been on my mind. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I want to do it because I have been thinking about him constantly ever since. So I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and I'm looking forward to more. Thank you for watching.